Get mantra and meditation MP3s at jasongallant.ca. Today I thought I'd chant a mantra, and it's the long form of the planet Venus. Now, a lot of times people mix up belief, like you have to believe in astrology or believe in this and believe in that in order for something to work. But what I'm going to say to you is that everything in your life is an archetypal energy. If I knew the true word of just tree, and I repeated that over and over again, I would become that experience of that tree and know that tree so intimately, it would tell me the truth of the entire universe, right? It's a deepening of this experience. As they say, everything is within. Everything is within you. So if you are intimate with yourself, you will know everything about everything else. It's just a matter of how many layers have you become intimate with. And this is the basis of the archetypal energy of Venus. What Venus does is breaks down all barriers that are between you and intimacy with life, with reality. Any distance that you have between you and relationship, like the true love itself and the true vulnerability with life, Venus assists with exposing and removing that for you. What's the side effect? Well, the side effect of this is the joy of life. Right? So this is why Venus is such a great mantra. It's one of my most favorite practices, because what happened was my experience of life just became more and more elevated. There was the enjoyment of beauty, and there was the dance of the feminine. And if we're going to speak about the Eastern tradition when it comes down to the feminine and the masculine is the self, that unconditional, undying self, right? The capital S self, the one before mind that we speak about in satsang. But the feminine is the Shakti, which is the energy which leads you to the realization of self. So Venus is said to assist people with understanding the true nature of Scripture. Every day, I have people on YouTube or somewhere else telling me this scripture or that scripture, and they don't understand what they're reading. They're just imposing meaning upon it. They speak about heaven, but they've never been there, right? So Venus gives you the actual experience itself. It makes you a master of experience. And once you've experienced something, you forever know it. It's much different than reading about something or hearing about something from someone. If you have your own experience of giving birth, you're going to have a different experience than just reading about it in a book, right? A lot of things are lost in translation. And this is underestimated by the spiritual community in many ways. So Venus assists with turning your theories into reality. And sometimes they're the same or similar, but most often they're not. They're reality shifting, you could say. So Venus assists with understanding the true meaning of Scripture through giving you a deeper experience, through this ability to become more intimate with here and now. It's very grounded. So in that way, it assists with all relationships, and it also assists with conjugal bliss and abundance and beauty. So one could also say it's the grounding of the divine. It's the bringing the divine experience here and now in your life. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, honestly. It's the most enjoyable, let's just say, most enjoyable mantra practice I've done is the Venus practice, and I did it for quite a long period of time. So I'm speaking from experience, not from reading something on Venus somewhere from somebody. Because I noticed that a lot of people, and this is not always not always the case, but a lot of times, people share information which they've heard from someone, and then that person shared that information because they heard it from someone else. But the best information is going to be revealed to you through your own practice. That's what I'm going to say. You're going to come to realizations and you're going to say, why didn't anybody tell me about this? Because each individual is going to experience these energies in a subtly different way. They're going to unravel their illusion in just a little bit different way, and they're going to have certain experiences or benefits from that may be more dominant for them as opposed to someone else. So this is why sometimes the debates go on. But in the end, if you deepen your experience, you will know something that many will never know. So yeah, let's chant this mantra 108 times. And I'm going to be using a mala to chant it 108 times. And if you are looking for a mala, one of my students does make malas, and I'll put a link in the description if you want to order a mala from her. And yeah, she makes malas like this. So yeah, so here we go. I'm going to start a little bit slower, and then I'm going to go faster so that we can get through the 108. And you can play this as many times as you want. I insist that you chant along with me, silently or aloud. And if you chant your mantra 108 times in the morning and 108 times at night for 40 days, you will notice some sort of effect. Now me, I'm chanting mantra all the time. It's called japa. I'm always doing it under my breath everywhere I go. But if you wish to do the bare minimum requirement of a mantra is 108 times per day. So, and you must stick to that for 40 days in a row without skipping a day, at least. So here we go. Om Dram Drim Dram Sa Shukraya Namaha. 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 Om Dram Dring 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 Dram Sa Shukraya Namaha. Om Dram Drim 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 Dram Sa Shukraya Namaha. There you go. That was 108 of the long Venus mantra. May it serve you in the highest way and grant all happiness in your life and fulfillment and joy of all of this stuff that we experience. So may it bring you greater spiritual understanding as well, which is the most important. And yeah, I'm sure it'll serve you well because it's done great things for me. So I hope this helps you on your spiritual journey, and take care for now. Are you interested in working with a spiritual teacher in a formal setting? Well, perhaps the Wisdom Life School is for you. If you're interested in checking out what the Wisdom Life School is all about, just go to aratima.com.